Welcome to my video for my final submission of Planning 10. So to start things off, what did I put on my home screen and why? So as you can see up here, I really liked this image back here because I thought it was pretty aesthetically pleasing. And then my name here, Maddie Here Planning, I thought that looked very nice, so that's why I have that on my home screen. Going down, there's just a brief little description of what this is about, and it says, "Welcome to my site about Planning 10. Hope you enjoy looking at my page." And then there's just a picture of me to let you know that, hey, this is actually Maddie Kier's planning page. So moving on to what these subsections are, the reason I set them up like this was so it would be really easy for you to find Mr. Lockless, because who hates going onto a website and then being, hey, I can't find anything? So I wanted to set them up like this: final submission, home, Unit 1 introduction, Unit 2 planning for working careers, Unit 3 financial aid and post-secondary planning, and Unit 4 healthy living and relationships. And I wanted to set it up like this just so it was really simple and really easy to navigate, because I, for one, hate going onto a website and not being able to figure out how to use it properly. Now on to the next question: which projects do you consider your best and why? So this was actually interesting for me to choose because throughout this course I've actually done, for the most part, pretty well in all of my assignments, apart from them being disgustingly late. But apart from that, first of all, there was my Unit 2 Prezi for the best job fit for the type focus results. And this was my physical therapist project. Now, I actually had a lot of fun making this project because my friend's mom is a physiotherapist and I've always been interested in being a physiotherapist. So when I got these results off of my type focus, I was pretty over the moon because I had already known a couple things from this project. And so I thought that it was really, really easy to do. It was really interesting to learn more things that I hadn't known before, like things like salary and a whole bunch of surprising facts, a lot of things that I didn't know personally. So I thought that it was a very interesting and educational project to do. And I think the reason why I got a good mark on it was because I really enjoyed doing this project. The other project in which I thought I did really, really well was the spring break grade 12 trip. And I love planning trips. I love doing Excel spreadsheets. I love planning where I'm going to go, what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to stay. I just love doing that. So this particular project was so much fun for me. And I had such a blast for it. The other project in which I thought I did really well was the financial tips for youth. And another one of your comments was that I did all the tips. And I did do all the tips just because I thought that it would be really, really helpful for youth just to have financial tips. Maybe they're not necessarily going to go up and look on my line out, but if they were, then I wanted to make sure that there would be enough research and enough points for people to actually get some sound evidence from.
Next question is, which aspects of your e-portfolio work did you find enjoyable, interesting, frustrating, challenging, or thought-provoking, and why? I found WordPress as a whole to be very finicky, and I had a really hard time getting it sorted when I first started making my e-portfolio, and I had to ask many people for help because I had no idea what I was doing at all. But as I went along and was using the portfolio more to put my projects onto here, I became a lot more familiar with the WordPress site. But if I'm being honest, it's not the best and I don't really like it. I found that the quizzes were very inventive and fun, and that all the unit projects were really cool to do. However, for the Unit 4 mental health project, which I did mine on depression, that one was very hard for me to do because I have dealt with this before. I dealt with this last year, and it's something that I've overcome and it's something that I've worked through, but it was really hard for a time. And doing a project on this and sort of reliving through what I went through, it was pretty hard for me to do. But I'm just thankful that I'm over it and that I've moved on and that I'm in such a healthier place in my life right now. Were there any significant changes that you made from the first try? So I went back and I redid the summary of qualifications based off on your suggestion, which was to add some more things in to sound like I was more qualified for the job. So I did do that, and I put in some new points, like saying that I'm a Sunday school teacher and that I know all the summer staff, and I added on to these other points as well. And then as per your other suggestion, I added in the interests, work, and volunteer section. So I thought that also made my resume a lot more credible and a more well-rounded resume. Were there any significant changes that you made from the first try? So for my cover letter, you can see all of these spaces in between, and I tried to fix that, but it's just because since I actually wrote it on the blog, it won't let me do the spaces, but I do know that for an actual cover letter, I can't have these spaces in between here, or down here as well. Same goes for my resume, because I actually wrote it on the blog. All these spaces which I tried to fix just made the entire thing go loopy. Yep, so down here I had to space these out because then they just looked really funny, and then all the words were all over the place. So I would, in an actual cover letter and resume, I would fix those, but for this specific e-portfolio, I wasn't able to fix that. Another significant change that I made was that I forgot the annual choice slide in the All About Me project, so I had to go back and redid that. So that was only one slide that I had to redo, but I did redo that for one of my changes. Another change that I made was that I had forgotten what a healthy diet includes for my fad diet project. And so I had forgotten to add in what a healthy diet includes. And for me, it's probably a lot different to a whole bunch of people because I choose to eat a plant-based diet. So that means that I don't eat meat, dairy, or eggs. And so I have decided that I would like to live off of a plant-based diet. So for me, that's what my healthy diet would include. For a lot of other people, that would be their idea of eating meat, eggs, and dairy, and other fruits and vegetables and grains and legumes and all of that to keep them healthy, but I personally believe that the best healthy diet for you is a plant-based diet. What did I think about Planning 10? I thought that it was a really good course to do, and it really helps you plan ahead for your future, and I can totally understand the importance of Planning 10, but I can't say that I loved it, but I also can't say that I hated it. It was alright. I learned from this course that I can never ever do an online course again because I failed in that aspect of handing in my projects on time, and I will never for the life of me ever do a course online again. It was just too complicated. I couldn't do it. I had no work ethic. I just couldn't do it. Also, in the summer, it's hard doing courses in the summer, so I definitely learned that online learning is not for me. But I think it's good that I learned that now than later on doing it in grade 11 or grade 12 when it really matters. Obviously, Planning 10 is a very important course to do, but I realized that I just can't do online courses. That was the biggest thing that I learned out of this course. Apart from learning how important it is to plan for your future and how so much time and effort actually goes into helping you get there to your goals in the near future. But yeah, those are the two most important things that I learned in this course. I also made sure that I used more than 6 different tools to create all my projects. So I used eMaze, Keynote, Prezi, PowerPoint, YouTube, Padlet, Lino, Voxer, and iMovie.